All right, quick sound check before we get started here. All right, quick sound check before we get started here. I think that should be good. I think. Ouch. No, hold on one second. Every once in a while I get fumble fingers and I mess my stuff up so that way I can monitor what's going on in YouTube at the same time. So let me get a drink and we should be good to go. Ah, that's the stuff. Anyway, welcome. We are early today. And you're probably wondering why. It's because the wife is off and working a Twins game, and I am here torturing my boys. So this is what, oh my God, what part is it? I think we're on part 29 now. We should be on part 29 now of the Elden Ring walkthrough in an attempt to do some fundraising for my wife. Now, no, she is not sick. She has not lost a home or anything in between. However, she does have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go with her group, the Morris Park Singers, to perform in January at the legendary Carnegie Hall in New York City. Woohoo! That's the cool news. The bad news is nobody has any financial backing to get out there, and as you know, to be able to fly out there, stay in a hotel, do your thing, stay a couple days, and come back, it can get quite expensive. So that is where her husband comes in. I'm doing this in an attempt to put eyes on her opportunity here and try and raise a little bit of money so that way it takes that financial burden away from her so that way she can just go enjoy the experience and come home with all the cool stories that she can tell me about New York City and 6-foot rats. So if you are watching this right now live as we do this, or if you watch this at a later time, if you want to donate, that would be absolutely wonderful. But if you don't want to donate, absolutely no obligation. Do not feel guilty or anything in between. I just want you to come have a good time, maybe get some eyes on the cause for itself. And if you do want to do something without contributing any money, maybe we can have somebody share the stream with somebody else that it might resonate with, and maybe they'll be able to donate. Either way, just come, have fun, watch me die a whole bunch. Whoa. Give me a second. Cool. So, as we were doing stuff yesterday, I still have 2 more dragons that are going to be a headache to deal with if I don't take care of them, and I want to go ahead and traverse that area. And we cheesed them pretty good yesterday. Doesn't mean I will be as successful today, but we're about to find out. Also, the new wrinkle is that anytime I die, $2.50 will be tallied up with each death. And at the end of the month, all that I will tally up and put into the GoFundMe account for the wife. So now I have some financial backing to be able to hopefully not die so much. And because of that, now I'm going to die all the time in this episode. Let's get going. As you can see over there, there is a dog. Dog is wonderful. And you can't really see much down here. But there was a dragon over there, and there's 2 more back here. At least I think there's 2 more back here. Okay, I see 1. Okay, just see the 1. Oh, I see the second one over there. I I think I will stick with my tried and true. I haven't tried this little slump yet as a safety deal, mostly because there's a lump back here, and lumps usually present little bits of problems in maneuverability. Here's what I might do instead. I might take this one out and then go for that one afterwards. Yeah, there was one there. Okay, he's only doing a horizontal sweep, so we're sit. Oh, he's only taking out little barnyard animals. That's okay. Should be okay if we stay there because the slope will be protecting us. That might be a problem. It was not. That is good. But that is also going to be a problem because now he's got... Ooh, that didn't save us. We're dead. Dude, you cannot have my spot. Get down. That is not cool. I guess we're shooting him in the feet now. Well, this didn't happen. What are you doing, ma'am? This isn't going to do anything for your cause. I need you to calm down. What are you doing? I need a better view. There we go. What? I thought you were falling, sir. I need you to fall. Okay, so he decided to phase shift out of existence and waste a bunch of my arrows. But that's okay because now we got a good spot again. Okay, he's only doing a horizontal sweep. We're still safe. Should still be safe. I am an idiot. He's still killing barnyard animals. That should be fine. That might not be... No, that was enough to shield me. That's good enough. But we almost got him, though. That's the good part. Alright, got him. There's one more. Now we got one more dragon over there. Since it's one more... Oh, and he's... Big boy's awake. For the purposes of this video, I am going to try to do horseback. Ouch. That's fine. You going back that way is just peachy to me. You are getting very happy with that tail, sir. I miss the days back in Dark Souls where we could just cut your tail off and call it a day. Oh, he must have got a bleed. Towards the tail. That rule never gets old. Gotta get out of here. I heard you. Where'd you go? You are way too close to that cliff, and I don't like it when you... Yeah, stop it. Knock it off. Ouch. That's okay. You want to go ahead and do that. You're breathing into rock. I'll take a couple seconds to take a drink. Mushroom. And that clears out the area of any dragons or any problems. Give me a second. That we might encounter. They never come back. They never respond, so we should be just... Oh, mushroom. We should be just fine. And then we have all the barnyard animals he decided to farm for us so we can get some thin beast bones, maybe make some more arrows out of their carcasses. And then some free runes. Why not? Next on our agenda, we can actually take that off now. Was going to do this tower's little side quest first, but I think because all y'all are expecting me to die a lot, I'm going to go take care of that ever jail upstairs. So let's go back here. Let's get ourselves ready. And here's the problem. No amount of prep is going to be able to get me to do a good job against this boss. Ever. Magic Scorpion Charm, even though it means more damage for us. And I think... for physical attack negation, just so it cuts back on the Magic Scorpion Charm, we'll do that. And let's get our flasks. I think 7 and 6 should be enough. I think the Wondrous Physic is fine as it is. We could up the amount of magic damage, but it's going to be negligible. I'm going to be more trying to run away from... What? Oh, I know what I did. Let's get you back on. Perfect. Now we're good. All right. Ringleader's Everjail. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh my god, this is going to hurt. I cannot begin to tell you... Hello, dog. Cannot begin to tell you how many times I died to this guy in practice runs. I am terrible at this boss. Oh, what? Mushroom. I died to this guy so many times in practice runs that even when I tried doing a second practice run, yeah, it still did not bode well for me. It's just a matter of me needing to learn timing, learn dodging, and yeah, she can be absolutely menace. She can be an absolute friggin' menace. All right. We don't need that. That's physical attack. Let's do that, and let's do that. Okay, let me get... I already know it's going to happen. Let me get my thing up here. No, not where I left off. Death tally. Here we go. No, these aren't Dark Souls controls, man. Come on. Want as much distance as possible. So let's do this. Take a pickled turtleneck for... Okay, we got out of there. Good. Ouch. Ow. Oh, God. That's what I was hoping to avoid. I am dead. Yep. Death tally. Oh, this is going to be rough. Good news, we have Stake America. Developers purposely put this in so that way I could die faster and donate more. It's not like it's going to do much, but we're still going to slap one on. I know that there's a way to cheese this boy, but I did not remember how to do that, so I guess we're just doing this the hard way now. Okay, there we go. Nope, bad timing on my end. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do, but sure. Take the emergency heal. Oh crap, I was right. I was right where I wanted it to be, and then I screwed up the... No. This might be it. Wow, only one death. I only owe $2.50 to my wife. Hooray! My wallet is safe. Kind of. God, I hate that boss. Just super slippery. Alright, now that that is done, we've got the talisman out of there that we want. We need to do Chelonia's Rise. Now, as I said before, this isn't difficult, it's just tedious, and it's good to have those 3 dragons dealt with before you even think about going anywhere around the northern part of that. Don't want an accidental run-in. Seek 3 great wise beasts. Now, remember what I said. You have to slay all 3 of them, and they're all across this upper peninsula. If you kill 2 of them and decide you want to rest at a bonfire or a site of grace, don't do it, because you'll have to start the whole thing over again. At least you'll know where they are, but that means you still have to backtrack and do all that stuff. So, not fun. Don't do it. Would not recommend. 4 out of 10. So, first one's easy. It's going to be... Ooh, mushroom. I know! Stop collecting them! First one's going to be right here. Goodbye, turtle. Next one is going to be kind of over in this area over here. We'll just put a marker down for a general direction on where to go. And we'll do our best to avoid all of the wildlife and all the beasts and all the weird revenants and all the in-betweens on the way over. Collect some poop on the way, because pooping is cool. Yep, wife is going to have a busy night tonight because Shohei Ohtani is in town. Dude's a friggin' legend. And I don't think she understood just how big of a player that guy is. There's the other one. There's number 2. Let's get off of this, and we should be able to hit him from here. There's 2. Next one, and the last one I should say, kind of up in this area. There's a spirit spring that you can use to get them, but not necessary. As a matter of fact, just so you don't have to go bumping around. You can get them as long as you have an Arrow's Reach talisman. Oh, is that poop? Yay, it's poop! Yeah, you can get them as long as you have an Arrow's Reach talisman. I don't think there's a spirit spring I can use to zip up over there either. Doesn't matter if there is or not, you can still use this to cut back in and around, back to where you need to go. And as soon as you get the 3rd turtle and the notification comes up, then you can teleport back to the site of grace. Trying to find your way to the outside of these ruins so that way you don't have to run into any revenants over here. Well, that was a bear. My bad, Mr. Bear. I did not... Mushroom! I did not see you there, Mr. Bear. Do not be angry at me. I am one with nature. Nature is one with me. Okay, there's the cathedral for Ranni. Here's where we took out the dragons, or somewhere close to this. Or no, yeah, we want to go this way. As you're riding over here, you will find a forest off to your right-hand side. And you will also see a great flying turtle or dog. There he is. So what you can do instead is just kind of back up, take a shot at him, and the seal has opened. They intend for you to use that spirit spring if you don't have something, well, your magic can't even reach them. So they intend for you to use the spirit spring so you can jump up and whoosh, give them a quick slap. I prefer the lazy man's way. Back to Altar South. With the seal on the rise opened, you can traverse to the top of the tower. I need some light in this situation. Take the fast way up. Really take the only way up. Something around those lines. Come in here and you will find, ta-da, Ranni's Dark Moon. That's it. I don't think I need anything else in this region, and unfortunately, we now have to take care of some less than savory business back at Ranni's Rise. Give me 1 second. Man, allergies are in full swing today. Trying to get me some Afrin so that way I can relax just a touch. Okay. Unfortunately, we are going to have to be very careful coming out here.
No. I'm part of her very being. I can never betray her. No matter what might happen. Ranni. She needs me.
This poor guy. And she also, it looks like you have a Black Knife Assassin kind of down. Nope! I was trying to... So you got some Black Knife Assassins down there that you had to take out for the poor guy. Or that guy took him out. Let's get our protection back up and running. Okay, this is going to suck, but... What the? He did the same thing as the Baleful Shadow did. He did not bum rush me. I am convinced that wearing this set kind of gets him to hesitate a little bit. Anyway, for beating up on your old friend, you get a Royal Greatsword, and you get his armor set. And if I'm not mistaken, we already have the headpiece. Yep, right there. So if you want to cosplay as your favorite puppy buddy, more power to you. All right. Now that we're done with that, we can go get a little bit more dialogue from Ranni. All I have to do is head up to her chamber. Be patient as it makes its way down. And you'll see now that there is a site of grace in here. Go ahead and have a seat and talk to the miniature.
I take it thou hast noticed. I shouldn't be surprised. I thought I might expound a little further upon the order I envision. Mine will be an order not of gold, but the stars and moon of the chill night. I would keep them far from the earth beneath our feet. As it is now, life and souls and order are bound tightly together. But I would have them at a great remove, and have the certainties of sight, emotion, faith, and touch all become impossibilities, which is why I would abandon this soil with mine order. Wouldst thou come to me even now, my one and only lord? Mine will be an order, and I would come to me.
Goes ahead and goes over the same thing, but now you kind of get her reasoning behind what she is doing. Wants to overthrow the Golden Order, the people that were responsible in there being the Two Fingers, and start her own. So now keep that in mind, because when you beat the base game, an option will be laid at your feet when you are at the final site of grace to get her ending. Just food for thought. We also have one other person that we need to go and visit. We can't forget about our buddy E.G. Well, he is yet to be harmed.
Oh, there you are. Good of you to drop by. Have you heard? Lady Ranni has departed on her journey along the dark path of Empyrean, from Renna's Rise, as she calls it. It would not have been possible without you. As Lady Ranni's war counselor, and moreover, her childhood warden, I express my deepest gratitude. You, and only you, were Lady Ranni's true champion.
Perfect. Now would be a good opportunity to buy anything that you missed out on. I mean, you'll be able to get, well, we'll save that for a little bit. We don't need to strengthen any armaments, but we do need to talk to him about Blythe's death.
Unthinkable. How could Blythe? How did he break free from his cell? No. More importantly, Blythe became a curse that plagued Lady Ranni. Yet even in madness, gave himself to her. I made a grave misjudgment. And I thought myself a capable war counselor. I'll catch up with you soon enough, Blythe. When I do, I only hope you'll accept my apology.
That's foreboding. Let's leave. Because once you sit at this side of grace, you'll find your old buddy surrounded by Black Knife assassins that he took out himself, and he went down swinging. Unfriggin' real. So everybody that was associated with Ranni, from Celivis the butthole to the two more favorable folks, are now dead. Go up on his anvil and you'll get E.G.'s bell bearing and E.G.'s mirror helm. So now you can buy whatever you want that he sold. If you did not get the FP talisman that you saw in his inventory earlier, turn that into the maiden or the husk lady over at the Round Table Hold, just like you do with every other bell bearing, and you can purchase from his inventory. E.G.'s mirror helm. Helm fashioned from a crystal-looking glass. Or crystal-looking glass, excuse me. It's very important how you say stuff like that. Said to have never left War Counselor E.G.'s head. Easily broken and weak against strike attacks. Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the greater will and its vassal fingers. E.G. was afraid, terrified of his own treachery. E.G. You and Blythe both. That sucks. That concludes our business in Liurnia. Liurnia is done. Caelid is done for now. Could go back and do the pagodas we saw up on this hill here, but I have no desire to run through different Crystallian soldiers just to have them cheese me with their incredibly accurate long-distance ring-throwing abilities just to get down here and get two-tapped by a big-ass dog. And those smithing stones are things that I can get later through a smithing bell bearing. So for that reason and that purpose, we are done with Liurnia. Alright, that was for the Dung Eater run, which we already took care of. I think it's time to dive into the Altus Plateau. For real, for true. Here, I want to go back to the abandoned coffin. And let me just get a glimpse of where we're at. Okay, yeah, we still got plenty of time. We're at 46 minutes. Next up, we're going to start exploring Altus Plateau proper. We don't need to go back up there. But off to the left over here are a couple things. One is a scarab. something just fell. There's supposed to be a scarab up here. I thought there would be a scarab up here. Maybe I took care of it before I left the plateau? Highly doubtful. No, wait. I hear it. There it is. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to target the bad boy. And we're going to give it a little Kamehameha action. And we're going to get Sacred Order. Awesome. I need to readjust my... Meanwhile, that little lamb over there is being weird. You're stuck on a rock. I can't have you do that. Oh, there. Well, he was free. She was free, excuse me. Oh, poor little guy. Girl. Oops. Alright, we got some runes we got to go take care of here. And they're right up there. Those are the Perfumer's ruins. I'm going nice and slow because definitely want to be careful up in this area. Because there is plenty of malarkey about and easy ways to find yourself. Yeah, we got a refill. Easy ways to find yourself back at a site of grace or a stake of America because you got careless. So comb through these very carefully. In here, we have a couple of things we want to get. One drops off an enemy. And the others we can pick up along the way. We're more concerned about the pickups because the enemy's going to come naturally. There's a couple of perfume bottles, a cookbook, and a talisman, all related to perfumer arts. And the main portions of what we want to do in there, be very careful because you got some heavy hitters. Those perfumers do not mess around. Oh, hello, guys. Well, you heard me, so unfortunately you have to die. Let's kind of take care of those ads before they end up making my life absolutely miserable. Everybody else is over on that side. This might be a good time to take care of the Omen Killer. Oh! Well, okay. One hit, one kill. We like it when easy is the name of the game. Oops. Whoops. And we got a nice refill for our actions. This is the first thing we wanted to pick up, was the Omen Killer set. We have over here a perfume bottle. I have my favorite perfumer recipe that I want to make, but unfortunately it's the only one I would ever make, and that's the Iron Jar Aromatic. There's the Perfumer's Cookbook. Not what we are looking for, but nonetheless, still a collectible. Now, is there anything else kind of hidden around here that I need to worry about? I don't think so, but we always check. And there's a big boy over there, so... There. That should be it for that. We got our second perfume bottle. Decent butterfly, and we should be able to get the talisman down here. Yep, Perfumer's Talisman. Now I always get in the habit of running around and getting all this stuff without really showing where it is on the map. Which is just fine because we don't have this map portion yet. We have to go over to the Volcano Matter in order to pick up this map fragment. However, for your reference, if you are looking for the talisman itself and the hidden stairway, just take the very top tip of this and move it slightly to the left, put a marker down, and you're there. Put you right at the corner of the stairs if you do that. And it's usually consistent every time. So just tip, move it over, up, boom, and at least it gets you in the general vicinity. Perfect. We are done with the Perfumer's Ruins, and we have some catacombs that we're going to be going through now. And I think we kind of got to be on this side. Yeah, this is where we want to go. So, easy way to do it. Kind of come down this little rock face here. And when you can drop off, do it. Turn all the way around. And there are your catacombs. You need a couple of stone sword keys to get in. How many do we even have at this point? I think we have like 20. Close to it, 19. But we're doing well. Let's put on a lantern. And way down we go. Alright, what am I looking for in here for items? I'm looking for a set of spirit ashes and another prattling pate deal. yes, we are collecting all the prattling pates. You really only need one for a side mission later, but even then, I'll let you know when we get that one. But if you just want to do this for collection purposes, all the better. Yep, there's only two things before the boss. The Spirit Ashes and the Prattling Pate. And I do believe we are going to need you for that. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is kind of a nasty... And you know what? No, hold on. I knew I forgot to do something. Flasks. We'll keep it safe. We'll keep it at 5 and 8. I can see you. The worst thing is, with these headphones, I can hear everything. I have an idea. That idea did not turn out like I wanted it to. I did not put my shield back on either. That's just silly. Not a good day for you, sir, but that's okay. I don't think there's anything back here that we have to worry about for hidden walls, at least as of yet. Once again, we descend. I hate those things. So much I hate them. It's like, sir, I just heard you. How did that miss? Really? There we go. At least that takes care of that. I know we could try down. I'm not sure I want to go down there just yet. I think there's still... You're going to take 2. think this is just a big old pit of misbegotten down here. Yep. Is there anybody else I'm missing in there? It doesn't look like it. I hear you in here. Okay, I don't believe there's anything else in this area. We still need to go back and hit up the lever for the boss door, but we still haven't found either of the things that we're looking for, which means it's time to explore a little more thoroughly. I think down here. Okay, there are the ashes. We know exactly where the heavy door opens, so no worries about that. We have a new rune arc. And there we go. Perfect. Sorry, man. You know how the rules go. If I see you, I gotta snipe you. If you are a targetable enemy, I'm going to take care of you as far away as I can possibly get. Oh, do we need to... Oh, yeah. Oh, God, am I going to sneeze again? These allergies, man, I'm telling you. Oof. Alright, let's get some defense. Let's eat a turtleneck. No, sir. Perfect. And with that, we are done. You can come in here and pick up a little bit more root resin if you so desire. All right, next on the checklist. Dang it, I hate when my phone locks up like that, because now... There we go. abandoned coffin again. And let's make sure to get a little bit of daylight underneath our sky here. There's a lake just off to our left of the abandoned coffin. We're going to go that way. All the while you can avoid all those big bad boys if you feel like it. If you don't want to avoid them, by all means, fight. Fight, 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 fight. Ah, yes, a couple of Trina's lilies over here as well. The L3 on this is very not responsive. I wonder I might have to get a new controller for this. Flasks. I think I was more than comfortable, so let's go ahead and add another magic flask on top of that. Might have to reconsider my weapon of choice here. Because I'm looking at the items and I'm like, I remember this place. Let's do that. And are we able to upgrade that? Oh, yeah, that's right. We are... God, we got to turn on the light. I don't think I have enough stones to be able to upgrade it, but we can check it out. We can give it a shot.
Well, I took you've no matter to lay out your own.
We have enough for 2 upgrades. 1, 2. That's okay. We'll take what we can get. I wish my light would stay on. All right, so we have like a bunch of clothing items up in this area that you can get. And a stone sword key. But I do believe everything is pretty well mapped out enough to the point where you don't have to worry too much about deviating from a path to find everything. Just a lot of illusory walls that we have to worry about. And that's the reason why we took the Lordshorn's greatsword with sacred blade on it. This is quite the area with undead down in its bowels, pretty much. So we'll take those. Rejuvenating boluses. Free money. Good for item discovery. There's the Black Hood. shield for you. And a nascent butterfly, not that big of a deal. But that butterfly is still yours, bucko. I don't think there's any illusory walls along this part. Okay, nothing back here. However, there's your stone sword key, probably, to me, more important than anything else I'm going to get in here, since I'm really not going to use it. And these should be the last little area, or the last little items that you'll need to pick up. Man, there is a lot of bloodstains in here. Some arrows. Dragon wound grease. And this should be raptor talons. Okay. I still haven't run into the body piece that I am usually so familiar with. I'm very wary of my holster. Let's go over here. That makes it obvious. Raptor's black feathers, that's it. And a skeletal mask. Robe crafted with the black feathers of a bird of prey, worn by the assassins of Ravenmount. A ritual implement for transforming into a death bird, if only by imitation. Strengthens jump attacks. So, if you are looking to make a jump attack build, which there are plenty of, and trust me, they can get quite overpowered, this is a good piece of clothing to use in your repertoire. Never really used those. Very familiar with the skill, obviously, since we had to use it a lot in Kaled. And we will have to use it a lot in the Halig tree as well. Alright, we're good on that stuff. Shouldn't be... That's not a hidden wall, sir. That is a hidden wall. Oh, wow. Who'd have thunk? I'm going to put back on my usual stuff. We get the magic going. I can always buy more crab. I can make pickled turtleneck. Sorry, Necromancer. You are done. And we get a unique weapon called the Family Heads. And check it out if you feel like it. 3 bludgeoning copper heads attached to a handle by chains. Signature weapon of Necromancer Garrus, the heretical sage. The heads were made to resemble those of his wife and 2 children. There's got to be a tragic story hidden behind there. As he's no good, unfortunately his family go. Okay, yeah, we still got a little bit of time. We can do maybe one more thing. I wasn't done. I'm glad I had my checklist. If you thought we were done just like I thought we were done, I wouldn't blame you. However, there is one more thing that we will be doing. Now, this fight is very unique because in our rush to do the Dung Eater collection quest, we did not stop up here. This guy would have sold us a torch that would have made this fight about 9 million times easier. However, because I am dumb, I did not stop for the torch. This walkthrough brought to you by horrible decision making and bad judgment. So, we're going to let our ashes do most of the heavy lifting. Matter of fact, we'll give them a little bit of an edge. We get the sword out. You got to be careful. You'll be able to see the footsteps in there. My Mimic Tier had to take the fall on that one. Concealing Veil. So, if stealth wasn't overpowered for you enough yet, Concealing Veil helps kind of up that game a little bit because it conceals the wearer while crouching away from foes. Completely conceals the wearer's presence while crouching at a distance. Part of one of the concealing veils used by the assassins of the Knight of the Black Knives. Now we're done with this place, and as long as we were at it, this is outside of the typical play that I usually do, but I'm going to go up to the Merchant's Shack right now and might as well purchase it just as long as I am thinking about it. Mushroom. You get there, you can go back up these stairs. And curve back around to the west. There. And before you ask, yes, there is another bell-bearing hunter up here that you can go for.
Customer? Well,
So you can buy some rune arcs, you can buy another perfumer bottle, which we will do. Probably won't use the perfumer bottles, but it's always nice to have them on tap in case I do decide to go that route. As many bloody fingers as you can carry. I'll take the rune arcs, and this, the Sentry's Torch. Torch given to protectors of the Erd Tree. Its flames are bestowed with a special incantation, which allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils. Furnished on behalf of the Erd Tree and the Grace-given Lord, such that a Knight of Black Knives will never come again. That is an automatic purchase for me. Does not matter what kind of build you're running. And we would need 2 more points in faith with the rune equipped to be able to freely utilize that. But the effect always works regardless of your uh, stats when you carry the torch. So, now that that's done, we can go back to Erdtree Grazing Hill, which is where we will pick up the next little bit of action. I think I already picked up this golden seed down here. Just give it a quick check around. Yes, I did. Very good. We have our buddy up here. Millicent. What's going on, girl?
Ah, we meet again. In truth, it's been smooth sailing for me. The scarlet rot has stilled since last we met. As such, I've been able to continue my journey. Though rather vexingly, I realized that if I still had my sword arm, I could have aided you in battle.
Ma'am, you are already going through quite an ordeal. The last thing you should be worried about is helping me out. You just need to take it easy, relax, take a chill pill, a vacation, something, drink a beer, have a pint of Guinness, anything. Just relax. Jesus, man, you work too hard. Anyway, I don't know if you can kind of see where my head is pointing right now. It's covering it up now, but just above the top of my hat there is another tomb indicator or catacombs indicator, and it's pointing you in the direction of where we are going next. There are some ruins that we will be going through, and it would behoove us, once again, to use Sacred Blade. And in these ruins, there's a boss we got to fight, and there's one thing in the northern part of the ruins that we need to get. All right, let's go. We got a boater we got to beat up on. All right, where did he go? All you did was disappear, sir. Not a good day for you, sir. Or your summons. He will drop a new death root, and not a very good spell, but a spell nonetheless. Something that you can wrap your teeth around. And now we got a bunch of undead that we can... Don't want to get overpowered by them, though. They might be weak on their own, but in numbers, it is insane how quick they can get you down. All right. The only other important part for us to consider is coming up here to the northern part of the ruins. Yes, we'll use a stone sword key. And down we go. Where they will never... Sunrealm Shield. I don't think I've ever had one of those drop before. And it's not even a great shield. Yeah. That's okay. For collection purposes, that's good. And now we got a Pearl Drake Talisman +1. Any non-physical damage that you get is now reduced to a much greater degree with that version. I am done in this area. Really? Get on your horse. And now you can kind of whittle your way through and come up behind to a new set of catacombs. Told you it'd be kind of going through. I didn't think I'd be this far, mainly because I thought I was going to be stuck on Electo for however long. I'm going to keep my Sacred Blade on because I'm pretty sure that we have more undead in these ruins. Could be wrong. Don't quote me, but... Alright. I think that will about do it. Because we're quickly approaching that hour-and-a-half point. And it gets to the point where I'm an old man. And my tailbone starts going... Hey, you need to get up. You need to move. Otherwise, I'm going to make you miserable for the rest of the night. Ah. And I don't know if anybody else's tailbones do the same thing to them, but unfortunately, mine does. So, at an hour and a half, that's usually when I cut it off. If I want to do a longer stream because I'm just into a flow or something like that, okay, different story. But right now, no, I think we're good. I will not be back tonight. I just wanted to be able to get a stream out while the wife was away, and being lucky enough to be a part of the Minnesota Twins and LA Dodgers game tonight, where she gets to watch Shohei Ohtani do his thing. Not only that, it also gives me more of an ability to speak normally and not so quiet and hushed and hunched over. That's usually what I'll do, is I'll wait for her to go to bed, because she doesn't mind if I'm playing and using the TV, but I know how boring it can get for her if she's just sitting there watching this and she doesn't understand what's going on, doesn't understand the mechanics behind it and all that stuff, and it gets boring for her. So I'm like, I'll just wait until you go to bed, and then we'll just go from there. So either way you look at it, if you watch the stream for a little bit this afternoon, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this at a later time, also thank you for tuning in. The more eyes we get on this stream, so that way we can help the wife get out to New York City, the better. So regardless of when you're watching, it's very much appreciated, and it is still supporting her cause no matter how you look at it. So, like I said, if you feel like donating, the link is pinned in the comments. You can donate if you want to. If you don't want to donate, do not feel obligated to. Do not feel bad if you don't want to. Neither of us, I mean, we've been part of, or we've seen a couple of campaigns before where if you put your eyes on it and then you ended up leaving, and they know you were there and you didn't donate, oh my gosh, you would hear until the end of time how disappointed they are in you for not donating. And we're not that way, because this is not a thing where her life is in danger, or something personal to her was destroyed and we're trying to build something back up, or anything remotely in that area of fundraising that GoFundMe is usually known for. However, GoFundMe has also been used for a plethora of other reasons, kind of like I just saw one yesterday where there was a lady in London who is trying to live out her dream of going to a prestigious art school out there, and she's close to her goal, which is friggin' phenomenal. There's a guy out there who just wants a brand new smoker for barbecuing. He's close to his goal. And there are plenty of other fundraisers that kind of fall along that line where they're doing it for fun. But unfortunately, because of the way things are in America right now, people have to use it to be able to make a medical payment or keep food on the table, or because their house burned down, they need to ask for money from other people to be able to put a roof over their heads. So we are not in a life-threatening situation. We're not in any kind of danger or anything like that. We are doing this so that way it just takes a little bit of that financial burden off of her, so that way she can just go enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, come home, and tell me all about it and tell you guys all about it. That's it. So we don't want you to feel obligated or guilty or whatever, I guess is the best way to put it. We don't want you to feel badly that you don't donate or that you won't donate or anything like that. We just appreciate you putting eyes on her cause and having fun watching me die in the process. So relax, everything is good. Because no matter what, she is going to New York. And in the off chance that we can somehow raise money beyond what we are raising money to the goal for, the excess is going to be going to the Morris Park Singers in order to help bring down other people's financial burden so they can go and have a good time with this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity themselves. So either way you look at it, good cause. I think that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for getting eyes on the cause. And hopefully, I will see you guys tomorrow. Now, I just want to make sure. Oh, that's right. This doesn't tell me which part I'm actually on. I think this was part 29. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of a new landscape and everything in between. So, I'm happy we're out of the underground. I love it. It's pretty. It's awesome. But man, I'm glad to be in the Altus Plateau. It's one of my favorite places to be. So I don't think I can thank you enough, but I'm going to do it again. Thank you for watching. And we will see you tomorrow sometime. Take care. And what do they usually say at the end of these? Oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. All right, guys, take care.